Welcome to Race Week. It's a phrase that we all love to hear. And just like in the real world, Race Week in the majors is a huge part of event prep. But also, it's meant to get you fired up and excited for the week ahead. Now, I've heard people tell me that the major season is a grind, that it's hard work, and truth be told, they're right. Because the season is so long and because the events are so hard, it's important that the race results at the end of the week are not the only measure of whether you have had a good time during an event. With that said, here is how Race Week works. So, the opening weekend of Race Week is for practice and our support races. Now, support races happen exactly 1 week before the real event. So, in case you're unsure of when a race goes green, this is a good way to test that. The support races are open setup and normally are about 1 hour in length. Any driver from any region can race in any or all of the support races. They are arrive and drive by nature. They are also first come, first served. If we feel that they may split, or if they do split, we may open additional servers, but that is not guaranteed. Participating in the support races is a great way to test your setups, to get a feel for your competition, to race with drivers from regions that you wouldn't normally, and just to have a low key, fun kickoff to the week. Immediately following the Americas region support race, 24/7 open practice will begin. Those practice sessions will run uninterrupted through 6 p.m. Los Angeles time, 2 a.m. London time on the Saturday before race day. Note, you will hear and see us talk about times in specific cities because they are the designated home cities for our regions. The Americas region is Los Angeles, the European region is London, and the international region is Sydney. Now, this is important as the race times are anchored to those cities and do not shift with daylight savings time. For example, the green flag in the Americas region is always at 5 p.m. Pacific time or Los Angeles time throughout the whole year, whether it's daylight savings or not. Green flag is always 5 p.m. London time for the European region, regardless of daylight savings, and same for the international region. It's always 6 p.m. Sydney on Saturday, regardless of daylight savings time. So if you're racing in a region that is not your normal home region, like if you're a European and you're racing in the international region, you want to be aware of when Sydney time switches, right? But if you are an Australian running in the international region, well, then you can be aware that your time will always be at 6 o'clock Sydney time. It's anchored to those cities, so that's where those cities are important. You'll see that throughout the year. We'll mention where a time is related to those cities, and that's why. Um, Now, it's also important to note that during the week, you can practice or qualify in any of the sessions throughout the week and are not restricted to just the ones that are based in a particular region. So you're open to qualify or practice 24 hours a day, basically. Um, Pre-qualifying also begins at the same time as open practice, and this year our pre-qualifying will actually be available 6 times a day, and those 6 time slots will be at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Sydney, at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. London, and at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Los Angeles. So should be more than enough time for anybody to get in a pre-qualifying attempt or two throughout the week. Now, to that end, drivers are only allowed one free pre-qualifying attempt each race, but you may take a second attempt at a cost of $3. Most, usually all of that money goes to support our charity of the week, and so it's for a good cause and it's a good deal. The final pre-qualifying session of the week is the 5 p.m. Los Angeles time session on Saturday, and that's for both the European Americas region on the Saturday in the U.S. and for the international guys for the Saturday in Australia. Keep in mind that your pre qualifying results set both your split and your grid spot. So they're very, very important. There is no qualifying on race day. You will be grid as you qualified during the week. All of those practice and qualifying results can be tracked on our handy dandy pre-qualifying page on the Majors Series website. This page is updated a couple of times a day and is not updated automatically, so if you did a time and you don't see it, just be patient and we will update it. At this point, we've gone through a lot and we haven't even gotten to race day, and yet we still have awards to talk about. That's right, before the green flag even drops, we will give out at least 4 legacy coins every round. The driver who completes the most laps in official practice will earn a bronze legacy coin, and the pro driver who has overall pole in pre-qualifying will earn a black legacy coin, and the sportsman driver with overall pole will earn a black legacy coin. Now, a couple notes. The pole award is given to pole in each class during a multi-class race, but is not given to each region. So you are competing against everyone in the world for this award. It is not a regional based award. Likewise, the bronze coin only goes to one driver, not one driver in each region. So it's the most laps for everybody. And the pre-qualifying page will reflect those standings, so you'll get to see how you stack up against everybody in all regions for both the laps and pole, as well as you'll be able to filter it for just your region, so you know where you stand against your regional drivers. Now, also, only pass holders are eligible for any of our physical awards throughout the year. So whether it's a legacy coin or a trophy or anything else, you must be a pass holder to earn one. So if a non-pass holder were to win a pole award, for example, that award will actually go to the next person in line who is actually a pass holder. Now, these legacy coins and the pre-qualifying pole award and the most laps award, those are meant to be fun and important mini games that add to what race week is and hopefully enhances everybody's experience as we go. Now, finally, we've gotten through race week prep, all of that stuff. When we get to race day, race day will begin with a 2-hour practice session right before the green flag. And if there are multiple splits in your region, which we would expect for all regions, you will only be able to join one of them as we pre-grid all the sessions. So there's nothing to worry about with passwords or anything like that. You'll just join the one that lights up green for you. At 15 minutes before the green flag, there will be a drivers meeting in the Majors Discord. This meeting is mandatory, and there is no on-track activity during the meeting. At the top of the hour, you will be grid based on your pre-qualifying result, and the race will go green. And that's it. Hopefully the race goes well at that point for you. But when it's all said and done, don't forget that the top split in both pro and sportsman are broadcasted each round. And so you want to make sure to check out broadcast post-race. And speaking of post-race, in the days following the race, we will review any protests that happen to come through, which you're able to put in on the Major Series website. We will also distribute our podium certificates, which are digital podium certificates, printable podium certificates to the podium finishers in all splits. So whether it's Pro 1, Pro 2, Sport 1, Sport 2, doesn't matter. Everybody will earn a podium certificate who finishes in the top 3 in their class. And the winners of the top split in Pro and Sportsman in each region will also earn a gold legacy coin, which will be mailed out to you shortly thereafter. And finally, we will vote on the top 5 screenshots from throughout the week. So don't forget, if you have a cool screenshot or you want to just take a screenshot of your livery, please feel free to do that and put it in the screenshots channel in Discord. So we will be voting on the top 5 of those each week, and those will end up on our social media distributed to the world. And finally, we will vote on our top 5 broadcast clips of the week. So each of our broadcasters YouTube channels have the availability to clip short portions of the race, and so we would encourage all drivers, when you're watching those races, you see something that is noteworthy, or something you're in, whatever, take a clip of it and post it in the Major Series Discord. And again, we'll vote on those, and we'll distribute the top 5 and award them. And after that, we're done. Finally, after that, we pack up our trailers and move on to the next venue, as another race week is only about 3 weeks away. So hope the video was helpful. Good luck, everybody. Thanks.